Hey guys, hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are at. I recently picked up some new products that I was so excited to try out, so I decided to film this look using some of them, and it is more of a simple kind of toned down neutral eye and a super bold lip. This was really quick to kind of put together, doesn't require a ton of effort, so I think that it would be great for either a daytime look or a nighttime look. I know the bold lip, some people don't feel as comfortable going out in the daytime with a bold lip, but I say do whatever you want because makeup is self-expression, and so there are no rules at all. So if you're interested and want to see how to get this look, then please keep watching. First, I'm going to start by priming my skin, and I'm using the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer, and this is their smoothing primer. And off camera, I've already filled in my eyebrows, so that part is done. And for foundation, I'm using the new L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation, and I'm in the shade W3, and I'm using my Sigma F80 Flat Top Kabuki brush to apply it. And this is about the third or fourth time that I've used this foundation, and I have to say I'm loving this foundation. It's so lightweight on the skin. It gives you a nice, natural, dewy finish, but not overly dewy. Like, I wasn't finding myself getting oily throughout the day, or I didn't find that it broke up or anything weird like that. I would say that it gives about a medium level of coverage, but you can definitely build it up to full coverage. And I was shocked when I saw this at first because it was $14.99. And for a drugstore foundation, I would say that's pretty high, but I've used it and I am definitely impressed by it, so I would say it's definitely worth a try. Moving on to the eyes, I'm priming my lids using the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm just buffing that all over my lids, bringing it up to my brow bone using my Sigma P80 Precision Flat Top brush. And I really like this as an eyeshadow base. It does a good job at canceling any redness that I tend to have, and it gives your eyeshadow a nice clean slate to apply to. And as you can tell, I am super excited to use my new Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I'm going to take the shade Divinity, and I'm going to set my eyeshadow base using that shade, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid using a Sigma E40 blending brush. Then I'm taking the shade Almond Truffle and I'm applying it to my crease as my transition shade using a Sigma E35 tapered blending brush. And I'm not being too precise here, I'm just creating depth there in my crease. Then next, taking the shade Mocha, I'm just applying that to the outer corner of my eyelid, and I'm just kind of bringing that color inwards just underneath that transition color. And taking some MAC Fix Plus, I'm going to spray it onto my Sigma E55 shader brush, and I'm going to pick up the shade Cafe au Lait, and it's a really pretty taupey silvery color, and I'm just going to pack that onto my lid. And I feel really compelled to share my thoughts about this palette with you guys, and I was really nervous when I first got it and started swatching some of the shadows. I felt like they were a little drier than what I'm used to, but when I started to actually apply them to my eyes, I was really surprised that they were super easy to blend. They were really pigmented and the colors are gorgeous. Also, I didn't get like a ton of fallout or anything like that, so I was pretty impressed overall with this palette. Yeah, I'm really happy that I got it. Then next, before I finish up the eyes, I'm going to move on to highlighting and concealing, and I'm using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard, and I'm just applying that to the areas that I want to be highlighted. Then before blending it out, I'm just going to spray a little bit of Fix Plus onto my Sigma F86 tapered kabuki brush. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm a little dry underneath my eyes, and so I didn't want the concealer to kind of cling on to any of the dry patches, so this helps it adhere better to my skin. And I would normally use a beauty blender. That's the preferred method that I use to blend out my concealer, but it's not clean right now, so I'm working with what I have. And I'm going to quickly set the areas that I've applied concealer using the Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm going to very gently apply that to those areas using a Sigma F25 tapered face brush. I'm going to set the rest of my face using the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium Plus, and I'm just applying it with a Real Techniques Dual Fiber face brush. Then picking up my favorite bronzer, I'm going to be using the Benefit Hoola bronzer, and I'm just going to apply it to my cheekbones and the outer perimeter of my face using a MAC 135 brush. And I'm going to use that same bronzer to do a little bit more contouring using my Nars Eater brush. And I'm just going to apply that to kind of the hollows of my cheeks and to my temples and the top of my forehead. And of course, I'm going to do a little contouring on my nose as well. Go back in with the MAC 135 brush and just blend the contour out a little bit. And moving on to blush, I am using this adorable blush. Oh my gosh, look at this packaging. Isn't it just to die for? This is the Too Faced Love Flush Blush in the shade Your Love is King, and I'm applying it to the apples of my cheeks using a IT blush brush. Then I'm moving on to highlighting, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Starlight Illuminator, and I'm applying it to the high points of my cheeks using a Real Techniques setting brush. Then I'm also going down the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose with it as well. I'm going to finish up the eyes, and I'm going to apply the shade Almond Truffle to my lower lash line using a Sigma E30 pencil brush. And then I'm going to go back in with the shade Mocha, and I'm going to deepen up my lower lash line a little bit more. I'm picking up this really pretty champagne color from this palette. It's called Satin Sheets, and I'm applying it to my inner corners as a highlight. And I'm just using the shading end of the brush that comes in the Naked palette to apply it. And I wanted some liner for my waterline, and I decided to use something a little different, and it's the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Get Paid. Then next I'm curling my lashes using my Tarte eyelash curler, and I'm going to apply some mascara, and I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Luscious Mascara. And as I'm using this mascara more, I'm starting to like it a little bit better. It's definitely still not my favorite that I've ever used, but it does actually make my lashes look fuller and longer, so yeah, I'm working with it. Then moving on to lips, I'm using another new product, and this is the Colourpop Lippie Pencil in the shade Taurus. And I believe this is part of the Kathleen Lights collection, and it's really, really, really pretty color. I love the color, and the formula is great. It glides on really smooth, and it's super pigmented, so I'm a really big fan of this lip pencil. Then for lipstick, I wanted to go with something bold, so I decided to go with the Colourpop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Limbo. And this is a kind of really deep brown color with a hint of red to it, and it is beautiful. I love it. Then lastly, I'm going to set everything using some MAC Fix Plus, and then the look is all done.